probably have them unmuted. Hello everyone, how you doing? How are we all today? Are we all good? Is everyone doing well? I can't hear over the music. Let me turn my headphones down. Good old Ratchet music being too loud as usual. Okay. We're doing Artfight stuff, and I've already started this one, but I never finished it, so I'm doing this one again. Because it's a revenge, so I need to do it. Because someone attacked me and I need to get them back. Hello, Fantastic, I'm doing good. Hello, Hamza. Big shout out to Hamza for being a channel member. Hello, Glix. Did I say that right? Glick. I think it's Glitch. I don't know. Let me know if I said your name right. Hello, SMG4 fan as well. Hello, Dino Man. Hello, Sharky. Everyone's here. We've got everyone. So many people. But yeah, this was one that I needed to do, and I started it. I've got about 3 that I've already sketched out that I've started but then not finished. And this one needed to be done because it is a revenge on someone. Which is why I'm drawing a character that really isn't my usual style. Because, I mean, if you know me, you know this is not my style. But I kind of had to, because they didn't really have many characters that I could draw. So, this is what we're doing. And I'll tell you what. It is hard to do a cutesy style when you're not a cutesy style artist. I'm not taking requests at the moment because I'm just doing Artfight attacks. And, God, what's her teeth like? So they are just teeth. Okay. But yeah, I'm not taking requests at the moment because I'm doing Artfight attacks, which means I'm just drawing whatever characters are from Artfight. I should have warmed up for doing this because I can't draw at the moment, apparently. Maybe let's not do home mouth right now because I'm not warmed up. Let's do an easier part. Let's just get the jawline in there. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe I should have warmed up before starting the stream because clearly I'm not in a drawing state right now. Or I would have been fine doing that. Let's do a little bit of hair there. You guys can hear the music, right, by the way. I tend to struggle with volumes because I've got hearing issues, so I never know if it's alright for everyone else. Like, it sounds alright to me, but I never know if it's alright to anyone else. So, like, let me know how the music and my microphone level sounds and stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry that it took me so long to get going for streams. I know I tend to, stream more. Like, I say that I'm going to stream more during July because of Artfight, and then I just never do because things come up or I get a headache, and it's like, then I just don't want to stream because I've got a headache, you know? The weather here has been awful, and because of the weather, I've been getting really bad headaches. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the weather that's doing it to me because the pressure has been up and down all the time. And I am someone that's very sensitive with headaches and like, weather pressure changes does me in. It sucks. I'm doing this in such a random way. Let's get the actual teeth in now. Now that I feel a bit more confident. Or at least I've warmed up a bit. I'm going to be fairly loose here. I mean, not too loose, but it's not like this is my usual horror detailed style. Working on my own horror games, some of my own drawing concepts. Yeah, no, man, that sounds really good. That sounds cool. Honestly, I wish I could code. There are 2 things that hold me back with being a game dev, like an indie game dev that I do it all myself. The 2 things that hold me back are, I can't compose. I mean, I probably could learn, but I've never taken the time to learn how to compose music, so... Music is an issue, and, I have no idea how to code, and I have tried and tried to learn coding. And it just goes over my head, right over my head, and I can't do it. And I really wish I could, because I get so many ideas for games that I just can't execute. Because I can't learn the code myself. And I can't afford to pay anyone to do it, so... yeah. Hello, Foxfur. How you doing? Oh wait, I still got my fan on. Can you guys hear my fan? I've realised I still got it on. Is my fan... Can you hear my fan, or is it alright? Because if it's alright, I'm going to leave it on. If you can hear it, I'll turn it off. Because I had no idea that I still had it on. I completely forgot to turn it off when I started. It's a little tan there. What's on Art the Clown? Who's Art the Clown? Is there a clown called Art? Or are you saying about clown art in general? The guy from Terrifier, I don't know what that is either, honestly. Turn my fan off for now. It's a horror film where a creepy clown goes on murder. Yeah, I don't tend to watch films like that, honestly. You'd think I would be into horror films, but I've never really watched many horror films. The only horror film I've really watched actually is a FNAF movie, funnily enough. But I wouldn't really call that much of a horror film. I mean, it was, but it also wasn't. And it's way too hot. No, I need my fan on. I turned it off and I'm immediately sweltering hot. Okay. What's your fur like? I mean, the person who's joining doesn't really show fur. I mean, I assume you've got like some fur, but I won't draw it in. Tell you what, I love doing Artfight, but sometimes I wish just people would like look at your profile before attacking you. It's like, this person attacked me, and don't get me wrong, their art's really good. I love what they gave me, and I love their art style and the characters, but it's just not things that fit my style. They don't have any characters that fit my style. I don't have this cutesy style. I don't have this, I don't, like, all people can attack me and they've only got humans as their characters, and it's like, I can't draw humans, so I don't know what to do, because I need to revenge you, but I cannot draw humans, so you're gonna have to get a really bad drawing in return, because I can't draw people, and it's gonna look really bad. That's like always the issue I get with Artfight. Here we go. Here we go. This is an... Oh, I got it perfect there. There we go. I was about to say this is the artist's struggle of drawing a circle, but I just got it good there. Here we go again. How many tries is it going to take? How many tries is it going to take? There we go. We got it. Let's do the bow. So yeah, I've got this attack that I'm doing. I've got two other attacks that I've started work on but I haven't finished. I probably won't get them all done in this stream because it takes me ages to make art nowadays. Wait, how do you... I'm so used to doing FNAF bows where it's actually like that. But that's not how real bows work. They're more... that'll do. I'm so used to doing the plastic bows of the animatronics. I forget how actual bow ties work. Or ribbons, or whatever you want to call this. Hello, Marie. Okay. Some variation in there with the lines. I've been spending ages making my own Ratchet & Clank music compilation that I'm going to upload so that I can have my own one to use for streams rather than have to use someone else's one. And it's got all my favourite tracks in it. It's like 11 hours long at this point. I think it's just reached 11 hours and it's 12 hours maximum for a YouTube video. So I've got a few more that I'm going to add on it, but yeah. Hopefully it will be decent. Or at least my computer won't take too long rendering it or uploading it. Favourite redesign I've done? That's a good question. Favourite redesign I've done. Favourite redesign I've done. One of the ones that I haven't actually uploaded yet I really like. There's one that I haven't uploaded yet. Which will be the next video, actually. So I'm not going to spoil that one. But that's probably one of my favourite ones I've done. And, I mean, my Scrap Chat redesign is pretty decent, if you ask me. I like that one. Then again, it's not too difficult to make a Scrap Chat redesign that looks better than the original. Making a Scrap Chat that looks better than the original is quite easy. YouTube recommended the stream randomly. Well, welcome to my chaos corner. You can sit here and watch me ramble and stumble over my words because I'm crap at this sort of thing. You know, it's funny that you say that, Fantastic, because I used to animate, like, but this whole channel used to be animation. That's how I started on YouTube. It used to be... I used to be Dragoness Animations, but it got to a point where I just wasn't enjoying doing animating anymore. You know, I kind of got to a skill level where it took way too long, and then I just wasn't enjoying it, and I didn't think I was doing it good enough, and then I would never get into the multi-animator projects that I wanted to get into, and I just sort of gave up in the end, honestly. But yeah, so how I used to animate for like years on end, I used to animate, and I do occasionally for freelance work as well, I do some animation, so yeah. I'm not happy with this ribbon at all, hang on. What would I do if Simonhead got a movie? I wouldn't mind if Simonhead got a movie. Trevor Henderson deserves it. I like Trevor Henderson. He's got some great designs. Better than a bloody Ban or Poppy Playtime movie or whatever. Okay. Let's make another layer to make it easier. Doing the overlaps. doesn't surprise me that there's a fan film for Siren Head. It's so popular. Kind of creeps me out because the idea of tornado signs have always creeped me out, so he does scare me a little bit. Why is it whenever I start as a live stream I get pinned off the wazoo? God, okay. I put that in the wrong place, hang on. Hang on a second. What am I doing? Keep going. This sort of character, though, is like so out of my comfort zone. Like, it's a really cute character, and I absolutely love the character. But it's just not my vibe. I mean, that's kind of where I like Artfight, though, because it does make you step out of your comfort zone a bit, and that's really good for practice, actually. So, like, here I'm doing a character that is nothing like what I'd normally draw. But, as a result, I've sort of learned a few things, like the flow of this hair and stuff. And it's a really good way to find characters that you like and step out of your comfort zone. And even sometimes draw things you wouldn't expect, because, as I said, when someone attacks you, I at least go off the etiquette, and this is the sort of etiquette that is for all of Artfight. I think everyone should follow this general rule. And if you don't, then you're a bit of an asshole. But generally on Artfight, if someone attacks you, you try and revenge them back. If you're the fact that someone can attack you and they might have a character that is nothing like what you normally draw, means that you are then stepping out of that comfort zone. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, and you could possibly learn something new from doing it. So that is a good thing about Artfight. That it can really... I don't know, it's fine. That I can really do things that I just would not normally do. And that'll let me learn. And hopefully improve. And suffer and want to go cry in a corner. Especially when I have to draw a human. That sucks when I have to do that. Really just throw things in general I'm not great at, which you think I would be considering I draw the FNAF animatronics a lot. But I think with the FNAF animatronics, because they're so segmented, and like I can look at every part and like pose every limb like a doll or something. But I can't really do that with an anthro or human or anything that's like actually organic with joint proper like skin and stuff. And it's like, how do I deform this without the skin looking weird, you know, without the muscles looking broken or whatever. That's why I struggle. This is a good test of my actual crank knowledge, and I still don't know what one this is. What one is this? What is it? It's gotta be... Is it Ratchet's Escape? Might be. I don't know. I think with the amount of times I've played those games, I'd know which, like, what track is what off by heart, but sometimes I still forget. I'll throw something like Assault on Card Rhino at me and I'll immediately recognise that one. What do you do if I made a theatre film that made $1 billion in it? What would I do? I don't know. What would you do with it? What would you do with the 1 billion? There's not much I could do about that. Oh, that's not... I don't want that. There we go. Three Lane Studio. I've heard of them. I can't put my finger on what that is right now. I have heard of it and I can't remember what they are or who they are. The work of 87. I have no idea what that is. If it's a FNAF VHS thing, I don't watch FNAF VHS, so I don't know what that is. I'm not really into the analog horror sort of thing. Analog horror's got to be done right, and a majority of it is not done right. So, yeah, I'm just not into it. No, I can't believe people are saying, oh, Secret of the Mimic's just a Poppy Playtime ripoff. Poppy Playtime did not invent the concept of having a horror game that's got puzzles in it. Why is this a thing that we suddenly think that Poppy Playtime owes the idea of having a horror game with puzzles? Are we going to then say that Resident Evil is a ripoff of Poppy Playtime? Like, what are people on about? I really don't understand that. Honestly, Secret of the Mimic, better than Poppy Playtime. Like, if you're going to say one of them is a copy, if you're going to say Secret of the Mimic is a copy of Poppy Playtime, then Secret of the Mimic did it better. I'm not going to lie. I loved playing that game. It was really fun. Now, I didn't enjoy playing it 2 more times to have to get all the collectibles, but it was fun when I played it for my first playthrough. Though at that point I was just burned out with it, but it was a really fun game. I did really enjoy it. And I like that we finally got a FNAF game that was like, it had a story that had a beginning and an end. Like, it actually just, like, it wasn't, here's your rough story, now figure everything else out. It was, here's the beginning, here's this guy Edwin, here's what happened to him, here's backstory about the Mimic, here's the end, off you go. Like, it gives you everything in the whole game, and that's what I like about it. It doesn't leave you hanging. It still opens up some questions for you to figure out, but it gives you most of it. So that you're not left hanging on what seems like a just not finished story. What would you do if Tote would play Gothic phone with big horror fans? It'd be fun. It'd be quite fun to do that. Even whole chapter of Half-Life 2 is horror mix of puzzles and nobody calls it Poppy. Exactly! And like, if you're gonna call any horror game with puzzles a Poppy Playtime ripoff, then the entire Resident Evil franchise is a Poppy Playtime ripoff. And clearly, it's not. So... yeah, honestly, the FNAF fandom just drives me up the wall sometimes. They just find any reason to criticize. Like, they say they love the fandom, they love the games, they're all, you know, a fan of it, and then they just criticize everything constantly. Like, the FNAF fandom is so negative that no matter what Stillwall or Scott does, it's just why did you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? You know, it's just so negative all the time. And there are thick parts that are like, that could have been better. But at the same time, it's like, not everything is an absolute mess. Just, you know, and some of it is also like, have some critical thinking. You know, have a bit of logic. You know? Oh no, the Mimic's jump scare is him bloody gonna drill his hand into your skull. Like, he's all up, he's getting in there. Like, the Mimic just is ready to give you a fucking lobotomy or something. Hello, Julia. And honestly, I can't decide if I like Ruin's Mimic, if I like the Mimic design from Ruin better or the Mimic design from Secrets better. I really can't decide which one I like. Because I love both. Both of them are really good designs. And like, oh, I cannot decide which one I like better. But honestly, somewhat controversial opinion, I think Ruin's design wins it for me. And I think that's because... Don't get me wrong, Secret of the Mimic Ruin is... oh my god. Secret of the Mimic is really cool. Like, he's got a really, really good, good design. And I like him. But... there's something about Ruin Mimic. And I think what I like about Ruin Mimic is the fact that he's got all these wires that almost make a muscle structure. And that just looks so cool. Like, the idea of something inorganic mimicking something, you know, life, like organic life, is really cool to me. So I think that Ruin Mimic just about wins it for me. See, I see it. If you look on his legs, Hamza, you'll see that he's like got this muscle structure made out of a bunch of like really packed together wires. So it's like he just outright, you know, built himself up that way. And he probably also just outright swapped parts of himself out. I mean... feels like that's something he can do. It's just completely upgrade himself. Right, come on, there we go. Oh, from where? I guess just... I mean... Secret of the Mimic takes place in 1979, so he's been roaming for a long time for him to have been in Ruin. So... probably just, you know, around the place. I mean, you've got the scrap animatronics that would have just gotten, you know, junk and stuff and you put that on themselves. So you probably just wandered around grabbing whatever scrap you can. Yeah, I know, Mimic uses heels when he's Dolly, which is hilarious. Absolute diva. He slays. I am drawing someone's character for Artfight, and I am drawing on Paint Tool Sci V2. You can look in the description. All of my equipment and programs and stuff is in the description if you want to have a look and know what I'm using. You know, I need to play FNAF World. I played it briefly and then I got a bit bored and I didn't finish it. I need to play it again properly. When I say I got bored, I think it was more I got overwhelmed. Because when you were in the fights, there's just so much going on screen and I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Too much for my brain to handle. So FNAF World is actually one I've never really finished or played much of. I should probably finish FNAF World. Maybe I can do that on my gaming channel. If you guys are interested in that. Actually, I don't need to do line work for those parts. Just want to do line work for the much longer part. Just easy to use line work when you've got these long parts. Who would want to fight, DJ or Big Top? Probably DJ, honestly, because he's a lot more mobile, I think. And he's got a lot more hands, much larger hands, and he's also newer tech, so probably a bit more sturdy than Big Top. I am English. I am British. Bottle of water. Favourite character overall or in something specific? Because overall is a really hard question. Because there's a lot of characters I like. And I could call my favourites. After the reboot of FNAF? Would we call FNAF a reboot? What reboot are we talking about? Honestly, Dino could not give less of a shit. I've never been a Disney princess person, so really couldn't give less of a shit. Okay, FNAF. Favourite FNAF character after the reboot. Are we calling the reboot Help Wanted onwards, like the Steel Wall era? Because favourite Steel Wall era character, probably... Oh, that is hard. I really like Daycare Attendant. I think he's hilarious. I really like Blob, actually. I think he's great. Burn Trap is a cool design, even though he's not canon, but he's a cool design. Mimic, I love Mimic. I think he's a really cool villain. Glamrock Freddy is a classic options choose there. Yeah. Yeah, so like Hamza says, I see it as there's two eras of FNAF. There's the, like, FNAF 1-2 Ultimate Custom Night, which is like the sort of the first era, and then we're into the more modern era now with Help Wanted onwards. That's how I see it. Because you've obviously got the Afton arc for FNAF 1 up to UCN, and then the Mimic arc from Help Wanted onwards, pretty much. Every time I mentioned Daycare Attendant, though, I had to remember to call him Daycare Attendant, because me and my friends have nicknamed him Atty. So we always call him Atty if we're talking about him. So I have to remember that I have to call him Daycare Attendant, or no one's going to know what I'm talking about if I say Atty. Yeah, Sun and Moon, Daycare Attendant, he's great. I think he's hilarious. Sundrop is technically a not canon, a fanon name, because I mean there is something called Sundrop and Moondrop in the game. It's the candy that they have that represents them, but they're actually, if you go by their subtitles when they speak in game, they are just called Sun and Moon, not Sundrop and Moondrop. So Sundrop and Moondrop are just the candies, and they are also just called Sun and Moon, or together the Daycare Attendant. Fix that. That's not quite right. Very interesting that you see Moon in Secret of the Mimic, though. Like, properly see him. And I'm not just talking about the creepy guy down in the basement who freaked me the fuck out when I played it. I hate that thing. But also, we see him, and we also see, like, actual Moon from Security Breach in the Moon.exe minigame. Like, the sprite of him is pretty much the Security Breach one, which is really interesting. Yeah, that's how I refer to it, is the Scott era and the Steel Wall Games era is how I think about it, yeah. I will be making more FNAF content. The next video uploading will be actually Nightmare Animatronics Redesigns Part 2. That will be the next video. So yeah, and I'll obviously be continuing that series. I had a big backlog of videos I had to get through. That's why there's a lot of like random uploads lately. But now I've sort of finished that backlog so I can actually start working on some series again. Okay, I need to do the inner parts. What I have to do is do that. And I need to connect it enough that it won't go outside. I live in England, Julia. I'm not going to say where in England, but I live in England. Okay, I can. That's fine because I can cut it off in a bit. Okay. Oh wait, no, there's still something inside I need to do. Nightmare himself, yes, I will be redesigning Nightmare himself, I will be redesigning. Because I'm going to make him different from Nightmare Fredbear. Oh yes, my exact address. I live at the White House. There you go. That's my exact address. Just casually dox myself on stream, why not? Nothing bad can happen if I do that, right guys? What a great idea. Oh god, it's time for circle torture. Oh, there we go. I got it. It's fine. No, Kay, this is Paint Tools IV2. Yeah, I live on Klebo 3. I actually have a Rhino on my desk right next to me. I bought it from Gadgetron themselves. It was really bloody expensive, guys. Yes, I have always lived in England. I am English through and through. What team are you on Artfight? I am in Team Fossils. If you want to go to my profile, it is in the description. I will always try to revenge anyone that attacks me. What do you think takes criticism? Neither? Can I say neither to that question? Because both of them are just crybabies sometimes. Yeah, I know. It always makes me laugh when there's planets that have a number in their names. It's like, what happened to the other planets? What happened, like, Riken 5? What happened to the other 4 Rikens? Tauren 4? What happened to the other 3 Taurens? Like, did these planets explode? I don't know who Pinkin is, honestly. I've never heard of them. Looking like I can move on to colour in a moment. Just get some more variation there with the line weight. I'll actually show you the attack this guy did on me, actually, because it's really good. I really like it. It's just a shame they didn't have a character that was more my vibe. So that I could do something a bit more extravagant. Let me pop over. Where am I going here? Right. could just pop it on. There we go. This is what they did for me. Which I think is really cool. I really like it. Actually done with like markers on paper. I think it's really cool. I just wanted to show that because I really like that one. But that's who I am avenging. That's the attack that I'm avenging right now. No, I do wish I was one of these artists that could just like master any style. Because some artists could just do any style they want, like, perfectly. Okay, let's just get some colour in there. Green. Punk. Use the trusty pen. I love the selection pen that Sai gives you. It's so easy to get in all the little corners with it. You're just like manually painting the selection. That's in my way. Godzilla got the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know. End of the world. Oh my god, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. How about we don't give Godzilla the Infinity Gauntlet? Right. Let's get some colours on. That's pink. No, just the hair is pink. Oh, I hate pink. I really hate pink. No, I don't hate pink. It works well in some times. It's not a colour I choose, personally. Well, if it was Iron Man's nanotech gauntlet, then it would fit, because that one can like change size, so you could use that one instead. Favorite Godzilla design. I don't know what they're called, so I couldn't really tell you. I mean, I just like the modern designs from the modern films, honestly. So just from the clips I've seen. But I don't know enough about Godzilla to tell you the names of any of them. I guess I don't know if that's what he's called. That's what he's called. Oh, I have seen people get that, and I really want it. It's so cute. But I know I'm never gonna get one, but it's so cute. I kind of hope someone comes out with like a 3D print design for it, so I can print one, because I really would love one of those. Someone made a Lego version, that's great. I don't know who Sprunky is, so sorry. Oh, there's been Nightmare Springtrap designs, and I've never liked any of them. And I've done this all in one bloody layer. God. Fuck my life. That layer, there we go. Now I've got to do all this. Gotta do all this again because I did it on the wrong layer. Yes, I've seen like Springtrap designs. I never like any of them. All of them make him way too chunky, if you ask me. They basically just make him like threadbare, but with ears, with like bunny ears, and it's like, eh. Maybe I'll make a Nightmare Spring Bonnie design at some point, or Springtrap or whatever. That is actually the same colour. What I'm going to do is put that there. Put that in. Yeah, Pit Bonnie is very much a Nightmare Spring Bonnie. Just without the intense withering that the nightmares have. For some reason. They're very withered. Just white. Yeah, sadly I don't speak any other languages, so yeah, you're just getting English from me. I really don't know any other languages. I mean, God, I took Spanish in school, but that was so long ago that I barely remember any of it now. The thing with Scraptrap is, with Springtrap, you can see that it was more like a mummified corpse, which would make sense in the lore because in the books, the Fazbear Fights books, I think it's in those books that it said that agony actually causes the corpse to mummify rather than rot. So the idea that William Afton is a mummified corpse in Springtrap because of all the agony would make sense, but like, you can see that's where Scott was going, and then he tried to make it bones in Scraptrap, so therefore it had bones that was like also a mummified corpse, but also bones, and it was really weird. I don't think even he knew what he was doing with it, honestly. I think even he was confused. Oh, there's a bag that I didn't include. I need to put in the... Hang on, there's a bag that I completely forgot to even include. Let me do that real quick. Let's get the strap going. My PC is... Oh god, how old is it now? Let me just think on that question for a second. 6 years old, I want to say. I think. 5 or 6 years old. It's a pretty decent PC. It's just, yeah, it's a bit old now. YouTube's calling you out for being too slow. Oh, things are lagging. Why are things lagging? Why are we lagging? There is no reason for you to be lagging right now. You don't normally lag. Can we not lag, please? I'd appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna just... Hang on a second. Okay. select that. Raise here. How old am I? I am in my 20s. Okay, there we go. Got the bag in now. Why is that not hello? Why are you deciding you don't want to fill? Hello? Why are we not... Oh, because I'm on the wrong bloody layer, that's why. That would make sense. God, I am an idiot sometimes. Like that, there we go. And then, okay. Right, what else needs colouring? Needs to colour the bag in the actual colour it is. So that's going to be on another layer because that it is a different colour. We need to go back to the white for this colour. Yeah, making it, it's so hard to make something that is like 100% original, because the process of making something, that the human thought process is always influenced or inspired by something, whether you are consciously doing that or it's just a subconscious thing. You've always got something that's gonna inspire you. I mean, when I made one of my characters, Anomaly, I drew him and then I looked at him and I thought, that's got Dr. Nefarious' jaw. I'd realised, after I'd already drawn him, that I'd given him the jaw, like a very similar jaw shape to Dr. Nefarious. He's one of my favourite characters. And I didn't even think about that as I was drawing him. It just happened. So it's very hard to be 100% original for that reason. So these need to be coloured in. I'm on the wrong. There we go. I'm just gonna fill this in and restart Sai real quick because it is lagging and I do not know why. It has no reason to be lagging like this, so I'm just gonna quickly restart it. Hopefully that I click on thing. Let's not do that. Just only paste what was on my clipboard. Just outline what I was drawing anyway. Okay, what else? Back on this layer with this colour. The buttons this colour. There is a mistake in the liner up here. Let's fix that. There we go. And I need to do a pattern. I can't tell if, like, this is actual colour and gradient on the paws or if it's shading. I can't tell if that's supposed to be colour and gradient or shading. I think it's a colour gradient. Yeah, I think it is colour gradient. Okay, I'll have to remember to do that. You know what, actually, I can just quickly look. I could just go to the character page and look at other characters I've made for it. That'll tell me. If other people have done this character, I hope they have. Where is he or she? I mean, Has anyone attacked this character before? No, no one's attacked this character before. That's great. So I have no idea if I'm doing it correctly or not right now. Oh no. That's not good. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. Oh, I hate having to do patterns on things. I hate having to do star patterns. Come on. on there. There we go. Sai is not happy about something. I don't know what it's so mad about right now. I have no idea what I'm doing to make Sai mad at me and lag so much. You may say, well, maybe because it's you're streaming, but like that usually doesn't make a difference. So I don't know what its problem is. Why are you that colour? No, you're meant to be this colour. There we go. See, it's not even letting me do the line thing properly. Come on. There we go. On that layer. On that layer, thank you. Jeez, Sai, you're not making my life easy today, are you? Decided this is going to be a pain today. Black, green skin and black stripes. I mean, colouring that is a really bad start, actually. I need to redo that. Colouring and what colours you choose isn't usually the problem when it comes to things looking flat. Usually the problem is that you've not given it enough depth. And the way to give depth is to think about 3D space. And think about how those stripes... Don't just, like, draw the stripe... how do I... To say this character has stripes, right? Say she had stripes that go on this bit of the cheek. So rather than just doing your stripes, I don't know, like this... You know, they're not going to be like that. They're not straight lines. What you need to think about is the depth. So it's going to curve. They're going to have a curve to them. Where the jawline is. So they'd be like this. Curving around. And that's what you need to do is just make sure you're thinking about the actual shape of things. Rather than just drawing things on flat. That's usually the mistake a lot of people make. Or at least what that I see that people make. I just got an email on my phone. What is that? Some random YouTube email. Some new feature. The only thing I need to do? Yeah, pretty much. I think the rest is pretty visible. I'll put like a dot here because there's probably one of the dots visible. And then the next thing would be to select these. Duplicate. No, wait. Select. No, it's select. Selection, invert. Dilate. Layer. Get this yellow colour. Or pinkish colour, whatever it is. No, it's kind of grainy, isn't it? I'll just do it by hand. Why is it so laggy today? This is not what it's usually like when I stream. Sai has just decided it wants to be my enemy today, apparently. Which I don't appreciate. I'd rather it didn't. You know, it's another reason why I've made my own wishing for music compilations for streams. Because, like, these ones are good that other people have made, but they always just do the original trilogy and then Deadlocked and maybe Tools as well. They never ever do any of the newer games. And I agree that the old games had much better soundtracks, but there are still some good ones in the newer games. So I've made that actually like every game from the first game to Rift Apart because there's spanners in all of them, and some of them do need to be more recognised. Velociraptor is really cool, yeah. Yeah, 2016 is really not one of them. Like, there's one or two good ones in 2016. Not many, though. But, like, Full Throttle Assault has a good soundtrack. All For One has a good soundtrack. Into the Nexus does. Rift Apart has some bangers in it. Like, a few, but it does have, like, Open Nefarious' boss fight is a really good one. But people just ignore them, and that makes me really sad. Because they do deserve to have some love. The only game that I can say has a crap soundtrack, like all of them are crap, apart from maybe like one or two, is Back in Time. And it makes me so sad to say that because I absolutely love that game. It's my favourite game of all time. Like, not just Ratchet & Clank game, it is my favourite game of all time. But it has such a bad soundtrack, it's so boring. Like, I get they were trying to go for a different theme there, but it's just so boring. Yeah, size matter. I mean, what? It's 1, 2, 3, Deadlock, Size Matter, Secret Agent Clank, and Tools. All of those David Bajard, aren't they? They're all the David Bajard. Oh wait, Quest Fruity as well. They're all David Bajard ones. And then A Crack in Time is Boris Salcho. And then All For One onwards is Michael Bross, I think his name is. And then we had someone else new for Rift Apart as well. I can't remember his name. I think it's Mark something. Hello, Mamoni. Controversial opinion, though. I am not big on Deadlock soundtrack. I don't like Deadlock soundtrack that much. I think it's some of them are good. To me, some of them are just a bit like, how do I explain it? Overly trying too hard, I think is how I explain it. Actually, some of them they're trying too hard. That's the best way to put it into words. Such a cute art style. If you knew my normal art style, this is not my art style. My art style is horror. I'm a horror artist usually, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But yes, usually I'm very much a horror artist, not a cutesy artist. This is very much out of my comfort zone. Oh, I love this one. Hotaru is an underrated soundtrack. At least the Size Matters one is an underrated soundtrack. I need to get the right size. Brush here to get a perfect circle. That's not an Thank you, Leah. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I am a thin line art girly. I don't like doing thick line art. Usually I would spend more time going in and doing actual variation thick areas up. Like you can see I've thickened some areas up. But usually I only do that bigger pieces. Or pieces with a lot more detail that need more definition areas. I need to do that colour. Just gonna pop here, just make that little bit of about the dark purple. Hamza, what's your favourite soundtrack in all the games? I'll ask you that question. Yes, it's Paint Tool Side 2, actually, Paint Tool Side V2. Which, if you have Paint Tool Side 1, I would recommend upgrading to V2 because it's a lifesaver. It's so many more features and it's great. It's a massive upgrade from 1. It's free upgrade. If you already own 1, then it's a free upgrade to 2, so I highly recommend it if you've got 1. I cannot get the right butterflies here. And thank you, Julia. Willow was the first dragon I made. Oh, go all on there. I saw you write my dragon, Ozzy's dragon fantasy novel that is all the characters. Redo all their references and stuff. Because they've all got old designs now. I need to like update their designs. Is the audio struggling a bit at my microphone, or is it the music? If my microphone's glitching out again, it does that sometimes. I don't know why, and maybe I can fix it. Oh, yeah, which one in particular? Like, what actual piece of music is your favourite one? Because for me, it's probably got to go to Assault on Cover Island. I think that's a really good one. But yeah, is the audio choppy for anyone else? Because it is a glitch that happens on my microphone sometimes, so do let me know if you're doing it. Let's add in the texture in now. Let me what I want to do for the background. I'll start to try and replicate this. See you later, Julia. Have fun at your art course. I don't really look at other people's redesigns for Band. I don't look at Band art because I'm not interested, so I don't actively look at it. So yeah, I don't know. No, it's not night. It's currently 6 PM in the afternoon, so it's not night. I'm just going to do like a really nice messy background, actually. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to absolutely win this. Just try using the same sort of colours as I used. Literally just scribble some colours and lines on there. Absolutely win it. How's it like this year? It's good. I've not had many attacks yet, and I've not had many attacks myself yet, honestly. I've been a bit on the go slow because I've been feeling really crappy with legs lately, but it's good, it's good. Oh, actually, what I can do, I can then do that and I'll get my smudge brush out. Let's get a texture on it. And just... Oh, it's making it. Oh, look at the lag on now. Oh, so is not happy. Oh, lag. The lag of oh, look at it go. Slow motion. Oh my god, it's lagging so much that the audio just fucking powers in. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's not happy with doing this, is it? Oh, it's okay, computer. It's okay, computer. It's okay, computer. You're fine. Everything's fine. You're okay. You're okay, computer. Please don't die on me. It does not like when I do this. Oh my god. Just, I'll finish the second computer. It's fine. Okay. I think it's sorted itself out. I think it's sorted itself out now. Okay. There we go. Let's get drop shadow in. Just to separate that from the background a bit. Mask. And on that. Have a capacity, make it black. Go to the right a bit, and then capacity, got a drop shadow. Right, texturing. First of all, you can see that she's got these different sort of gradients. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a very rough texture on her. And go from there. Is it her or is it he? I actually did not check what this character is. I sort of assumed that's to get me cancelled. Are you a he or she? I feel like I read you were a she. I feel like I read that. Yes, her is the she. Okay, I was pretty sure of it. So let's go here, get some colours, a bit of a colour palette going. That white is literally just white, it's not going to be able to help getting that there. It's a little bit of a pinkish white. No, I want that. Come on, give me that. Give me those. I'm asking you. Thank you. Think of the hair. Okay, and then I'm gonna have some rough shading first, actually. Actually, like it's all pinky shading. Shit. Very rough. I wonder if it's lagging because I've got that open. Let me close that a second. Gimmick file called Spawn, where I spawn a lot and manipulate Spawn. Oh, that one's quite cool. It's a cool technique. There we go, there's just a sort of rough idea of the lighting. What I'll actually do is I'll change the colour of it a little bit, just give it a little bit more pinkish. There we go. Wait, no, it's still not very. It's not shown very well on green. It has it well on the green, but I'll just to do. It just have to be, because it doesn't want to transmit well on the green. Put it in the later layer. But it's like when I lift my pen, there we go, it's like drag it along with my pen for a second. Which is not how I like it to be. I'd love it if I decided lagging. Oh my god, what is it doing? It's just going haywire on me. With house, maybe a bit more, no, it's still washed out. Interesting how, like, painter to make this to show any sort of shade on. Just let me wash out and muddy. It's really weird. It looks like I'm shading with black even though I'm not. You guys see that I'm not shading with black. But that's how the greens is making it look. That's really interesting. Right, now we've got the lighting in. It's a little bit of texturing. My palette, make palettes for. Okay, so I'm a bit dark tone. Up a bit, make the lighter tone. Put this a final low as well. Oh, it's not even me about what kind of brush it isn't usually this bad. Because I'm on the wrong. This one I'm on totally one layout again. I need to stop doing that. Let's do this blocks instead, rather than doing that here. Make it blocky instead. So okay to use black. Yes, I guess technically. I mean, I still think it's better to use a slick tone, especially if you're thinking of the environmental lighting. Like, what colour is your lighting? You know, if there's a light coming from the sun, it might have a yellow hue. If there's light coming from what? I don't know what else. But like, the colour lighting also has that. So a grey surface, it still can have coloured shading if there's colour light in it. If that makes sense. Actually, I completely forgot. I need to give this an overall colour layer. Hang on. Maybe that's why it isn't working very well. Because I need to give it the colour of lighting. Just to tone it a little bit. Yeah, because that just tones it a little bit, the actual lighting colour. Which means I'm going to put this down a little bit more in tone. And then bring back the shade that I rid of. Yeah, that's always make it a palette. I mean, it's alright that you can hear, don't worry about it. Yeah, hopefully when I put detail the eyes, it won't like I've got to have detail the eyes yet. It's really not happy with some visit. Why are we now stuck on saving? So you don't crash. You're not the program that crashes. What are you doing? You never crash on me, Ty. You never crash on me. Don't do it now. Don't. It's stuck on saving canvas. You guys can't see the pop-up, but it's stuck on saving canvas right now. Oh, there we go. Okay, this took a while. So I'm doing it actually. I do want to give it a little bit of that texture. Just hard when it's looking like this. I can't get the quick strokes very well. So yeah, just a quick stroke. This with it lagging, it's making a really horrible jagged by now. Okay, I need to figure out what the heck is eating CPU. What is going on? Because I guess it's not usually do this to me. Right, I'm actually going to go properties. No, what is it in? It's go to details. I'm going to go side memory. But it's already on high priority. This sucks. Let me. See, nothing is using a lot of memory. Actually, it's all fairly balanced. I'm just checking my task manager. What the hell is it? Why are you? What the hell are you? Windows audio? I don't know what that is. But there's things that I'm like then scared to like in tasks. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know that's needed. I mean, it's a Windows thing. It's probably needed. Why didn't do that? Okay, Steam can go. I don't know why that's open. Steam, you're needed. That can go. Maybe Opera's not okay. Just interested because Opera's usually fine. Yeah, Opera's taken Opera and Opera's taken, which just makes sense. But I don't know what it'd be lagging this much, where it doesn't usually. Intriguing. I don't think there's much I can do to fix it. Interesting. Interesting. Guess I'm just dealing with it being laggy. Let me start aside, and that might help just go in the cat nail a little bit. That would help. With the criticism of maturity, I don't know, because the problem is you notice it when people do that. You really know some people are like not taking it well. So when someone is actually like, taking it well and they, you know, they don't kick up a fuss, you don't notice it as much, sadly. I always feel bad for Scott, honestly. That one can't do anything right in random's eyes. Like, I wouldn't want to live in his shoes. We're an hour and a half, an hour like 25 minutes in, and I'm not even anywhere near finishing one. This is why I was like, I don't want to get like all 3 ones that I've done sketched down this stream, because it just takes so much you art nowadays. I had a some days where I should have been an artist, and because I was getting an artist, it took me like less time to make my old Artfight. If you look back at Artfight, the old years, you see I was like knocking out like 5 packs a day, like more than that probably. It's ridiculous. I cannot do that now unless I just did some really, really simple bad drawings, basically. But green is some hard work because with something it just looks so muddy. It so easily muddies up. You need bullet tones with it. Like, stop doing that. I don't want you to be muddy. I want it to actually look green. I really like Simpsons. Simpsons is probably one of my favourite shows as well. There's not. I don't really watch it. I don't like South Park. This is a bit ago in there. Not really from the South Park, and Family Guy's alright. I probably prefer Simpsons over Family Guy. I think what else you said. I don't know what that other one is that you said. I've not heard that one. So it's like it went there. We go. No, oh, I was calling it a game. You're not in a fucking game. Just work. Thank you. Oh, now I'm stunned that it goes over this too. There you go. Yeah, they're definitely not as good as they used to be. They're definitely not as good as they used to be. Like, I've watched all the episodes on Disney Plus, and like, I got to the point where I was like, I don't watch anymore. It's just not as good. This sag is driving up the wall now, journals causing it. I wonder what would happen if I put so on field vulnerability, if it then recognises it is going to give more memory to it. Let me try that. It's not like I've got a lot of memory. I've got 64 gigs of memory in the computer, so it should be alright. Let's see if that helps. Oh my god, that's immediately helped. Immediately given more priority to this. Now, like, I hope I'm not going to take away from streaming and doing all that. Like, that's what YouTube's like, though. I don't exist anymore. So let me stop YouTube right quickly. YouTube, what you... Hello? Is it working? YouTuber is now not okay. So now you go give me, oh my god, it's just a balance act. It's just a balancing act. Go to details. So priority field type. Priority. Things are not happy. Is that working? Yeah, things are happy right now. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm gonna sort it out.